Okay. Well, I did got my back outside, my mixer.
Hello, we're going to give you a few moments to get on. We know it takes a while to be notified, so we're just going to give it a few minutes.
Kick it on. Come on, peoples. Let's get educated on something tonight. We come to share with you guys what we know.
When you hop on, if you could, just put your name and where you're viewing from.
Please.
So we can give you a shout out. We'd like to know who we're hanging out with tonight on this live stream. We got some good things to share with you guys.
Some thumbs up. We would definitely appreciate it all. Let's see. You guys ready? 'Cause we ready as we gonna be. If you're not ready, get ready for the Kings. You all ready? All right.
Just give it a few more minutes, guys, to give you time to hop on.
Still searching for that good audience that we normally have. Don't let us down, peoples. We're here for you. Be here for us. We definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay. We ready to go on. Been waiting on you guys to pop up, thumbs up, or just letting us know that, give us a heart that you on with the Kings.
Bear with us, folks. I'm trying to bring it up on Periscope as well. Hope you guys had a good day. Weather was a little
Upside
cooperative
down.
in the DMV area.
Remember, just because you get one warm day don't mean to wear shorts. Another lesson. Sick tomorrow.
I know, because tomorrow they talking about in the 60s. I must have chipped that.
Have a great time wise in the 60 for that one day. You know, around this time we don't get that. Normally have some snow outside. I probably wouldn't be here just getting home from getting up the snow from Metro. And that's what I'm trying to work myself with this business, is to stop working in the snow one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it, because we know you guys can always tune into the replay. And so we first just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in. Those of you that are joining us live, this is Shelly and Joe with Team King 247.com. And today this evening we just wanted to talk to you all about video marketing and how beneficial it is for your business. And so
very important.
Yes, absolutely. So we just wanted to be sure that we share with you all our personal experiences. But before we do that, we see we have some viewers that are just tuned in. So if you just joined us live, if you could just put your name and where you're viewing from so we can give you a shout out. Let us know that you're tuning in and you're watching.
Watching the King.
Same thing for Periscope. If you just joined us on Periscope, if you could put your name in the chat and where you're viewing from. We just like to know who's tuning in so we can acknowledge you on the broadcast. Okay, so the first thing that we want to share is this. When it comes to video marketing, here's a prime example of what it is and how it can benefit you. These live streams that we're doing right now, how is it that even if you're doing them just for personal use, whether you're going live when you're at an event or when you're out with family, or if you see something hilarious and you want to share it with those who are following you or friends with you,
somebody or people that you just want to watch because what you're doing.
Exactly. That type of material, that stream, can be used as marketing material for your business. And so whether you're using Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Twitter Live, or if you're using Periscope, this content that you're sharing, and regardless of how long or how short your material is or your stream is, you can always repurpose that content once you download it to your phone, or if you're using your tablet, whatever media that you're using, you can always download it and turn around and upload it to your YouTube channel. So it can be used for multiple purposes. You just have to make sure what you're talking about is content that you're going to use to educate those that may be following you. And they're following you for a reason, because either the business that you're running or the business that you have.
It can either be for your business. It can be because you're a comedian and you want people to take a look at you. It's basically it's for business for the most part, because for everything you do on these contents, you want people to actually take a look at what you're doing or what you're saying or what you're giving up, and hope that they stay in tune with you. So that's why we do it. You know, we want to make sure you guys understand what we're saying. Towards the end, that we can kind of, or we will be proving the point about what we're talking about, so you definitely can understand that we normally bounce off each other. Today, we just want to make sure when we talk about these videos and these other things, that you guys understand this one important thing. The more you play it and it rewind itself, or other people keep checking up on it, you're going to see it's going to be always a different amount of people that watch you. The first time, you might get people that don't see it at all. The second time, just because it's video or live stream, and you can put it on with the Facebook, YouTube and stuff. Yeah. What people would normally do, if they can't watch it at the time that you there, they can go back to see it, and they still would tag in, put the thumbs up, or even say something to you that you know that they like what you did.
Exactly.
So that's what we're here for tonight, just to kind of elaborate on that, to let you guys know how important it is, especially if you're doing business.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing business and you're talking about marketing, this is one way to get your business out. Whether people like what you say or not, you will know what not to say and what to say. But at the same time, it'll tell you how many people or what's your audience that are actually watching you.
Absolutely. So, and then here's another thing. Here's another tip. When you do it, that content is out there and it's working for you for the long haul until you turn around and you delete it or you hide it from your audience. It's always there. So when you use either a live stream, a scope, or if you do a recorded video, whatever in purpose you're going live or you're doing the recording for, make sure that you're giving value to your audience.
That's important.
If it's something that you are just wanting to share because it may be something that's, hilarious to you or personal to you, and you think it can help or minister or benefit somebody else, then that's cool, fine, and dandy. It's no problem with that. What that does is it makes you relatable. When you're working it from that angle, it makes you relatable. So people can be touched by what you're going through, because they may see themselves in what it is that you're sharing.
Exactly.
And just like,
Absolutely.
we know from church, whatever testimony or trial you're going through, it's not just to grow you, but it's to grow others, because your testimony from out of what you're going through is going to be what ministers to somebody else that's going through it.
So, and that's what it's about, ministering to other people. Basically, that's what it's all. Everything we do, and it just the way people look at it or how you want to say it, but it's actually minister, because it's telling your side of what you went through and who you are, and to uplift the other people that are going through the same thing, people that don't know how to share or want to talk about it, but it actually help you get things out, because the more we do it, I've been seeing guys on Facebook doing a lot of live stream that I know wouldn't do it before, and I'm not going to say they're doing it just because of me, but I might have inspired some of them guys, and I have been told before from a couple of people that I know about the things that me and my wife have been doing, because we do it as a couple, or we just do it. You know, some might say we hilarious because they know us. So they look at us. Some of them look at us a totally different way. But for the most part, we just actually trying to minister to you guys so you can have a better life. You know, because that's what we want for ourselves, and we want that for all our friends and anybody around us. Because this way, when you step outside the door, you know who you with.
Yeah. But he just touched upon a good thing, that when some people have a fear of being in front of the camera, whether it's recorded or if it's a live stream, you get nervous because you just either one, you don't know what to say, or two, just the intimidation of having a camera in your face and it running can be intimidating.
Intimidate you.
But
it can.
The one thing that the one thing that both of us really had to get over was that we had to look at it as though we were talking to one another, or we were talking to a friend. So if you can imagine or just have a visual in your mind that it's somebody else on the other side of the camera,
other side, we don't know who they are,
you're just talking to them. You know, it's like a two-way conversation, but yet they're not really answering you. Then that will help you get over your fear of being in front of the camera. And I promise you, if you do it as you do it, and the more you do it, that fear will dissipate.
It will grow on you.
Yeah, it'll grow on you. Now, and you'll get like him, to where he always want to be in front of the camera talking.
Well, me? I thought it was you.
No, it's him.
Hold up, she do more live. She see where we going at. She do. Listen, hold up, watch this. And I told you guys last Wednesday. For the last 2 Wednesdays, I did a live stream by myself. I do not like doing it without my wife.
Okay,
I will do it because I know you guys out there waiting and watching. You understand? I want to give you something regardless. I definitely want to be there and give you something regardless. My wife, the reason why I don't want to get big headed.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm getting good at this, because my wife has signed up on a program to do it for 30 days straight and have done that. And at the same time she had done that, she had pushed me out there. You know, I mean, I was just thrown out there, didn't even know what was going to happen.
Don't believe that.
She said this to me last week and the week before. I'm not going to be able to make it, babe. At the last minute, I'm not going to be able to make it, babe, because I forgot I had a meeting. So you know what that means?
I ain't sound like that. Don't believe that.
Sitting around, and I already know what I want to talk about, because we do business. And we know we like to share things with you guys because we want to uplift anybody and everybody that we can. But for the most part, it's like, even though I'm looking into my phone and I don't see you guys, it's like it's a big audience out there.
Exactly.
You definitely look like a big audience. So to get used to this is something, you know. And I was told from a guy a long time ago, the first guy that ever did the Secret Millionaire, James Millichek, went to what would you call that? The seminar with them, and James Millichek walked around. He said, out of 1,000 people were sitting there, guys, and listen to this. He told them he can know what person in here was not afraid to stand up and talk about his or his problems or business without even fearing the audience. He walked right past me to turn around and say, hey, the guy in the blue jean shirt, can you tell me what's the safetiness in your business? People, let me say this. I wasn't prepared for that.
Who was he talking to?
He was definitely talking to me, guys. Okay. He was talking to me because he said...
Because they don't know who had a jean shirt on.
Well, I had the jean shirt on, and he said he can tell which one of the people in the audience can definitely do this and didn't need to be taught this because that's that person. And you can almost look at people and tell who have fear in them, who don't. I don't fear anything but God. You understand me? And most of us shouldn't fear him, but we do because he has so much power and he leads us the right way. And that's what I feared. Because when I was doing the wrong things, I didn't understand the right way. So to go back to this, to be in that seminar, for this guy to pick out of 1,000 or more people, for me to stand up, plant my feet, and get to rocking, listen. When I finished explaining, I got it because it's time for me to go ahead and do it. She just stuck, really, she shifted. Well, I'm a king first. Let me say this. My whole family, we all like this. My brother's last name is Hill, and he the same way. But this the fact. When that guy asked me to stand up, I explained to him the safety, not in my business, but was on my job. Because I misunderstood the question because I was ready to just go. So as I'm doing it, and he hear me just going for it, and the people in the audience listening to me too as I stand up, he said, hold up, wait a minute for a minute. He wanted to stop me so he can tell these people, see what I mean? Let me say this, and this is going to be funny to you guys. This is the funniest thing that ever happened. When he said, hold up for me, I said, wait a minute, I'm not finished. So he picked the right person. He picked the right person. But the thing about this here is when you actually in front of these cameras, phones, or whatever it is, you really want to know, you want to prepare yourself for what you want to explain to people, what you want to tell them. You don't want to just
got our notes.
Yeah, you don't just want to get out there. Sometimes you guys might see me, like the last 2 times when she wasn't with me, you might see me and I might glance over a little bit because I want to stay on the right track with you guys. Because I have a thing where as though I can be talking about one thing and I will jump to another.
Just like it just did.
It's almost like I made a point. But some people understand me. If you've been around me long enough, you do. So I have learned to slow down to make sure I make that point because I want you guys to understand what not just what I'm saying, but what the kings are saying. That's what makes me feel so good about what I'm doing because I can say this right here. What the kings are saying, that means we putting out something that's actually will help you in the future. Your future meaning now. You understand? And I love it. I love just being able to help other people because one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, we have to stop leaving people behind. So let's get back to what we're talking about. Handle that.
I was waiting for my turn. You know how double dutch, y'all ever jump double dutch back in the day, and they turning the rope, and you standing on the side and you ready to jump in like this. I was waiting to jump in because I'm like,
and we got the rope.
He didn't turn around and took the whole point and just ran to the very end.
And she talking about double dutch. We do so much workout. We got ropes, three different ropes. So if she wanted to do the double dutch, she should have been spread it out so she could jump in.
Lord have mercy. See, he done got us all off the topic. We're not talking about
never off the topic because people just want to hear us anyway. and I think that's a great thing because we want to be in tune with you guys. We want to share stuff with you guys because we over the fear. And that's what we bottom line. That's what we've been talking about. Most of you guys are people that have fear of doing what you need to do. Stop having fear. Get yourself out there. As long as that's not going to harm other people and yourself, please, people, let's get over the fear.
Okay. Can I go in now?
Dive right in.
Okay, so he basically covered the nerves. And like he did say, there was a 30-day challenge that came about the month of December. And, of course, a new live was going strong. And really, in order for you to get out there, Donald says, teach, homie.
Hey, Donald. What's up, Donald? We grew up together.
In order to get yourself out there, you have to do some things that are going to make you feel uncomfortable. And in order to do that, once you do it, what you basically saying to the enemy is that you can't trap me with this. Exactly. And you have no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed. And whatever it is that he has in store for you, that's for you. And so in order for you to get out there, and I'm not just ministering and preaching to you all, I'm saying it to myself, because whereas my husband just said he fears nothing but the Lord, there's some things that intimidate me to where I have to get over. Because in order for me to be successful in the endeavors that I'm striving to be successful, I'm going to have to do some things that are uncomfortable. And the only way I can do that is if I put myself out there. because you, the next person, or the next person, or the person down the street, the person around the corner, they won't know what it is that I have to offer. And what I have is the solution to their issue. Right. But unless I get it out there, they will not know. And so you just messed up.
I'll just move over.
And so that's the purpose of what video marketing can do for you. You may not be able to touch the person that's your neighbor, the one to the left or to the right or down the street, or they may not be connected with you on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, but they are out there and they are searching in other places other than where you're currently putting your content. And if you put your information out there where they can find it, then they'll come across you. And they'll know how to connect with you, because what you have the ability to do in YouTube is you got a description box, and you can put your social media accounts and how people can connect with you, how people can find you. You can put them out, put your information in that description box, and they'll be able to connect back with you on your social media accounts. But you first have to get out there. And then, hold on, babe. And then the other point is that when you create a video, you can, like we talked about before, you can repurpose that to be used anywhere else, whether that's email marketing, whether that's an ad, whether that's a capture page, whether that is just to teach somebody how to do something on YouTube. Because how many of you all, and you can hit the thumbs up or the hearts, how many of you all, when you're trying to figure out how to do something and you want to see if there's some sort of training out there for it, how many of you all go to YouTube and you might type in what it is you're looking for, and it pops up and you're watching a video and you're learning how to do it.
And it might be a family member, it might be a friend of yours, somebody you haven't seen in a long time, because a lot of times people go to YouTube and they put up stuff, and when it comes to carpet cleaning, when it comes to vacation travel, because I'm a travel agent, I know at least 13 times lately, people had called me and say, Joe, I didn't know you was doing this. Mm-hmm. Some might even say, Joe, I haven't seen you in a while. I found you on YouTube. And the thing we saying is this right here. Because you put your contents out there in yourself and people looking for what you actually doing, and you pop up first, whether you put it up there today, last week, last year, and or even 2 years ago, it's still showing. So when it's still showing like that means you still got people viewing you, and your views come up first because of what you have said. Mm-hmm. So it brings it to the front page. But see, with me and my wife, we do so much internet marketing stuff that we learn how to make sure our stuff posts up first. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not about just because what you're doing, it's learning how to do what you're doing. Yeah. And that's what we here for. You know, when we talking to you guys, it just try to explain to you guys how to do what we call is what's right. Because only reason we know it's right because it worked for us. Right.
Now, in case in point, when he was talking about people searching for things with his detailing business or with his travel business, there were, for an example, with his detailing business, there was an ad that we had created almost 5 years ago.
5 years.
And it was people, 5. And because of the research that we did to make sure that his ad was discoverable, it's still working for him, because he still gets calls from that ad that we put up over 5 years ago. That's right. And then not only that, with his travel business, videos that we have created on his behalf for his travel business, he's still getting leads and contacts and inquiries from that video. That's so just imagine doing one video, and if it's giving people education and it's giving them value, and you're using the right words that you know somebody is going to put in that little search box to discover your content, it's going to keep working for you over and over and over and over again until you go back and delete it or hide it from your channel.
And you don't delete it unless you're not doing it anymore. Exactly. That's the only reason why you would delete something that you put out for yourself, because remember, the things you do to the past in the past can help your future. And I'm always say this, as long as it's the right thing. Right. And I talk about the right thing because I guess the way I grew up and where I grew up at. But it's a great thing. I have a friend on here now, Donald. I grew up with him. We was little boys together. Mm-hmm. So we talking about over 4. I'm 50, be 54 in a couple of months. So we talking about at least 50 years. at least 50 years. And it's good to see him on here. It's good to see him give me the thumbs up. It makes me feel so good because I'm giving back to somebody that we played when we were little boys together and did things together. You know, and I'm not talking to him and saying that I'm better or anything like that. I'm just saying with him that, come on, man, let's do this together. Let's lift the world if we can. So when we talking about stuff on his Facebook, Instagram and stuff like that, we definitely, when it comes to business, we're not worrying about the money, people. We want to see everybody doing something great.
We just want to pay it forward.
Pay it forward. That's all, because God had blessed us. He had truly blessed us. I mean, I've been in the gutter before. I've done some things, even right now today, and I don't know whether I elaborated on this last week or not, but because of the little things that I've been, well, I'm not going to say that, but because of the things that I've been receiving lately through God Almighty, I've been having friends saying things behind my back. Check this out. Believe this, it's all right. It's all right. Because they're not trying to hurt me. They're looking at me. The more they watch me, all they got to do is say, hey, Joe, stop being feared. But, hey, Joe, can you show me how to do what you're doing? You know, education go a long way, people. I'm not the smart man. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. But I tell you what, I'm a butter knife, and I'm willing to spread anything I can across this floorboard to make sure everything go the right way, because God allowed me to do that and gave me that gift.
Well, and in hindsight to what he was saying, as far as, you know, having that support.
That's my support.
People are going to watch your growth. And they may say what they say behind their backs, but deep down on the inside, they're proud of you.
They're proud.
They're proud of you.
Yes.
It's not going to be a thing to where those words will ever come out of their mouth. But just know that whatever it is that you're doing, it's impressing upon them that they can be better and do better.
Right.
When you do that, you're really challenging someone to step out of their comfort zone. But mentally, they may not be ready to make that move.
And most people are not ready because they're not believing in themselves.
Yeah.
Everything starts within yourself. You already had Christ. Now let's do something with yourself. He got you.
Yeah.
He definitely got you. Listen here. I used to tell people who ask me what's up. And I said, just holding on. And I asked them what's up. They said, holding on. I said, they never let go. You never let go.
Yeah.
See, the people that failed are the ones that let go. And I say, if you let go, that means, you know what? You never let God have this last word. We can argue all day long, but somebody got to have the last say so. Yeah. So right now, tonight, we letting you guys know, don't let go of the live streams that we do for you on Wednesday, whether it's the both of us or one of us. But we definitely be here for you the best we can. If we not on time, we still going to post up because we owe you guys that. We definitely appreciate you coming on every Wednesday, whether you thumbs up or not, or just want to listen to, or even just watching the replay later on. Because the other day we did something with her hair. I did an oil treatment, and we got over 800 people.
The last I looked, it was like 800.
Over 800 people viewed me putting an oil treatment in her hair. We have guys, one guy say, oh no, but then I have guys say, that's a connoiteur's homie. And for people that don't know what connoiteurs mean, this is a project where we've been brought up as rough young men. You know, we not those rough young men anymore because we overgrew that. You know, outgrew that. Because we understand one thing in life, we don't want to stay to change. We always want to be better. And this is why we do what we do today. Absolutely. To make each and every last one of you that want to be, not the ones that don't. If you don't want to be, then you don't have to look at us no more. But if you want to better your life, if we can teach you or show you how, and you can come back and show us something, we all for it. That's all.
So to bring this full circle, because I know we kind of went down the street and around the corner, and now we're back.
But that happens. That happens because sometimes you have to go there to come back.
True. But it's basically, you know, we wanted to just come on and share with you all the importance of video marketing because it is essential to your business. It's a different marketing strategy that you can use. It's one that's free, and it's one that allows those that are following you or friends with you to see you on a more personable level. It's a way that they can hear your heart, which is, I think, the direction that my husband is trying to go, is that regardless of your background, your beginnings, where you came from, it's about where you are now. And it's about that treasure that's down on the inside and you being able to pay it forward. to those who are watching you or gleaning from you. That's really what it's all about. It's not the showboat. It's not
never
to,
the showboat.
To
embarrass
just,
anybody, to put anybody
anyone
down.
Right.
It's none of that.
It's not about to forsake one or try to jimmy somebody out their money. It's more so about educating and giving somebody or the next person value.
It's about helping you guys.
If somebody took the time to invest in you and you learned it, and now you're using it and applying it and you're seeing it working for you, why not pour that into somebody?
Educate other people so
pour that
work
into
for them.
somebody else and let it keep manifesting.
Absolutely.
Because if somebody is taking the time out to take you under their wing and to nurture and coach you in the area that you want to be strengthened in, then it's now time for you. There's a saying that goes, each one teach one.
I always say that.
Then that's where we are right now. Each one teach one. And so we've had the fortunate opportunity to be able to use video marketing in our businesses.
Love it.
Over the long haul. Not just right now because live stream is popular and in demand right now, but we've been doing YouTube videos. We've been doing videos years ago.
Right, but it's basically a good tool
things
to use.
that we have learned over those years that we have put in practice that we're starting to see and are seeing the manifestation of our work. So we want to encourage you all is just to step outside of your comfort zone and record something, even if it's something on a personal level, whether you have a business or not. Just record something and let those that are following you or friends with you just hear your heart. If it's something on your heart, if it's something you were just taught, if it's something you heard in church, if it's something you just read, whatever that case may be, if it ministered to you and it showed you a different part of you that you are now changing, take it and do a live stream on it and teach the next one. Because you do not know how powerful what you say can be to somebody else.
That's right. Absolutely.
You may never know, but unless you put it out there, they won't know that you have the answer to their solution. So we hope that tonight's broadcast helped you with understanding, how important this is for your business, and that if you implement it and you put into practice those things that you are learning, or even those things that you know that your business and products and services can do for someone else, if you take them and begin putting them in an educational format to where people can start learning and gleaning from you, I promise that your exposure will grow and it will cause your business to begin generating leads and sales. Now, the other thing that I want to instruct you on is, before we leave the live stream, there is a link that's in the description box, and this is for those that are watching us on Facebook. If you're watching us on Periscope, we appreciate if you would just inbox us to request this information if you are interested. But there's a link in the description box that is to some training that's going to take place tonight, that's going to break it down from A to Z on how video marketing can help you generate leads and sales into your business. If free. That's an avenue or strategy that you are struggling with and you need that help or that support and you want to know how to get started, click that link. It's absolutely free. I do recommend that you register and you hop on at least 10 minutes before it gets started, because this guy that's giving this training tonight is phenomenal. And I can guarantee that the webinar is going to pack out. So if you want that information live and in living color, you can watch it on your tablet, your phone, or your computer. It's totally up to you. Register at that link above. Hop on 10 minutes before it gets started. Have your notepad and your pen, or if you do it electronically on your phone, your tablet, have that ready and take some notes. Just be ready for your notes. Because I can guarantee you again that there's going to be some nuggets given that as soon as you get off of that webinar, you're going to be able to implement them in your business, and you're going to see results as soon as this weekend. If you implement them exactly as he said. But
you definitely got to implement it, because if you don't, and you don't do it 1, 3, 2, 5, Do it the way they show you. Things work when you do it in the order that it's supposed to be done in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not 1, 3, 5, 4, 6. Because every time you leave something out, that's what slow your business down. We're the kings, and it's time for us to say, we're out of here.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in. You have a good night.
Love you guys.
Peace.
Keep watching.